How does one play it in PDF?
You just scroll. If you scroll this.
You scroll. There's no easy way to just. Okay. Does anyone need me to turn up the volume? No. Okay, good. So our artist for today, one of my big favorites, we lost her this year, unfortunately. Her name is Amina Brenda Lynn Robinson. She was an African-American artist. She was born on February 18th, 1940, and oh, actually, no, she died quite a while ago. Forgive me. I'm thinking of someone else. She died May 22nd, 2015. She represented Black history through her art. We'll look at her slideshow, and then I have a fantastic art project for today. You guys are going to love it. And I hope that her work gives you great inspiration. It's not happening. Oh, you scroll this way. Okay. So she was raised with a close-knit family in, a very tight community called Poindexter Village. It was one of the country's first federally funded housing developments. And she said, quote unquote, it was replete with Black cultural traditions such as storytelling, reverence for elders, and promotion of creativity. So sorry, I'm very congested today. Stories of Black history were passed down to her at an early age, and she was eager to share them with her community and the world. Her Aunt Annie was formerly enslaved and taught her about the cruel system of slavery. She did go to art school, but her art looks very much like folk art. It looks like she might have been a self-taught artist, but that's because she is working in the traditional style of the people she grew up around. Both of her parents were artists. I want to give you the specifics of her art education. She received her formal art training at the Columbus Art School, which is now the Columbus College of Art and Design, from 1957 to 1960. And she studied art history and philosophy at Ohio State University from 1960 to 1963. She was then at Franklin University in Columbus's Bliss College. So she went through a lot of training and had a great deal of education. She used a variety of materials, fabrics, beads, shells, twine, rope, things that she felt were part of the tradition in which she grew up. She created what she called, I have to get this right, raganons. And her raganons were these endless wall pieces made from multiple pieces of fabrics that she called her rags. And they were books. They told stories, the stories that she grew up with. And they included these characters that were often relatives or neighbors or friends that she knew personally. So for example, this was a quilt maker that she knew personally. It says, Big Annie making a quilts. for baby Roy. So this is part of one of her larger Raganons. I was lucky enough to see a complete retrospective of her work at the Cincinnati Museum of Art several years ago, in 2002, called Symphonic Poem, The Art of Amina Brenda Lynn Robinson, and I have the book. So those of you who are here today, you'll be lucky enough to actually be able to see the book and see her work a little bit more up close and personal. Those of you at home, I'll share this later once we stop the share of the slideshow. You could see the cover better. She produced art to record the missing pieces of Black history that were lost during slavery, and her art is about the African experience of racism and discrimination. You can see here that she's using bits of actual fabric in her work. I think the faces are beautifully painted. So she combines, paints and drawing with fabric and buttons. To me, it's quite wonderful imagery. Any thoughts or comments from anyone here or at home?
Reminds me of Ibu's work.
Yes.
It's not the colors, but
yes.
the movement.
Yes. She traveled to Africa many times. Definitely African art is a strong influence for her. And she is heavily influenced by the belief in Sankofa. Sankofa is a deep African belief in the fact that you need to go and understand the past. You need to go back in order to appreciate now and the future. It's represented by a bird with its head twisted backwards towards its tail. Sankofa, Sankofa. So the history of the Black people is very important to her. She loves stitching and sewing. She came from a long line of people who were quilt makers. And of course, quilt making is a traditional art amongst Black people in the United States. I love the texture in this one. Gosh, excuse me, everyone, for a moment. It's a bit embarrassing, but here we go. Definitely African fabrics in this. I like how she makes the stitches big so that you can see them. They have a very powerful linear quality to them. She uses them almost exactly the way we would use a pencil or a marker in our own drawings. She loves music. Her work is heavily influenced by music, particularly jazz, but she loved classical music as well. Again, you can see the fabric in her work. She also created children's books. This is pages from one of her children's books. She was devoted to bright colors. So this is one of her raganons. And she frequently did these little faces, these little heads. They are three-dimensional. She stitched them to the fabric and then she stuffed them so that they would protrude outwards. And they're just, to me, wonderful little creatures. And this piece goes for miles. I mean, it just covers an entire wall. And she would work for years on these projects. They would absorb all of her time. Beautiful colors and textures. Art does not have to be limited to a paintbrush and a pencil. You can use all kinds of media to express yourself. They're a little bit creepy, but also fun, right?
I like it.
You like it. Who said that?
Margot.
Was that you,
Somebody at home.
Margot.
Susan or Robin? I don't
Margot.
know who-
Margot. Margot. Margot.
Oh, Margot. Yes, you like it. Why?
I
Can
don't
you
know.
express?
As a whole piece, it presents well. I like the colors. I like the fabrics. I like how she did use the shells, the cowrie shells,
Yes.
and the buttons.
And as a side note, cowrie shells were money for centuries in Africa. So they have a particular meaning, symbolic meaning for African people.
Interesting.
Yes. This one's about the Underground Railroad.
Okay.
This is, you can see, get a sense of the size of her work in this one. Sometimes she even added music boxes to her raganons because she loved music so much. So she believed her use of recycled materials was ecological and practical. She even used snake skin, and she used a material called hog mog that her father invented, and it consisted of mud, pig grease, glue, twigs, and lime that gave her sculptures a petrified quality. I haven't even showed you her sculpture yet. That's coming up soon. Look at the way she used the white stitches in this piece. It's pretty cool. So this is one of her sculptures. This is made with that hog mog stuff. And she was a doll maker, which is probably why I love her so much. You can see the variety of materials that she used. I think these are wonderful. And here she is in all her glory. Her home became an art piece. She bought a home in Columbus, and they have now, the people of Columbus have restored it and turned it into a living art museum. It's also a residency for Black artists. Black artists can come and live there and create their own work. She was awarded a MacArthur Genius Grant, I believe in 2004, yes. So her work has been widely recognized. She received the Ohio Governor's Award for the Visual Arts in 1984. She had a show at the Brooklyn Museum, et cetera, et cetera. She died in 2015, as I mentioned, from heart complications, and left all of her work and belongings to the Columbus Museum of Art. So this is one of the Ragnanons or Ragnanons that she was constantly working on. There are wonderful interviews of her on YouTube. So if you have a few minutes to sit down and Google her on YouTube, I recommend it highly. All right, that is the end of our slideshow. I want to quickly hold up the book again for folks at home to get a glimpse of the cover of the book, Symphonic Poem. So this is the catalog from her retrospective show at the Columbus Museum of Art. I was able to catch it at the Cincinnati Museum of Art, by the way, a great museum. And you can probably find it on Amazon. So today, and those of you at home, you're going to have to root around in your own studios to find some of this stuff. But today we have a huge variety of materials here for you to use. Fabric. I have cut squares and rectangles of canvas for you, lightweight canvas for you to use as your background pieces. I have brought in scraps of different colored fabrics. I have brought in colored paper. I brought in buttons and beads, colored paper, paper bags, and wood glue. I also brought glue sticks, but the wood glue is probably what you need to use for this project today. Also needle and thread for those of you who enjoy sewing, and fabric markers. I want you to use the canvas as your paper. And you're going to create a picture, something that represents you, something about your heritage. Mina Brenda Lynn Robinson spent her entire life honoring her own personal heritage. And we've done similar projects in the past in this class. It's something about your personal heritage that you're particularly proud of, but not using paper as your starting point. We're going to use the canvas as our backdrop and have fun. Any questions? Any questions? Go for it with mixed media today. That is our goal. Let's go to work. All right, those of you who are here, let me show you what the starting, Lindsay went right to it. It's in a variety of sizes. But you can use this as your starting point. And we can draw it with fabric markers, you put little things like that's what you're doing. Stitch things with the needle and thread. And I forgot an ask that. Not very nice. She said you're not very nice. Me? Yes, she said you. As you know. Certainly. Oh, you was a kid. No, I did already. No, Let's think it. Really crazy. I remember. No,
I'm sure we will go.
Or get a piece of art. Get a piece of art. Create a piece.
I'm done. What are you gonna do?
Put it on the bottom, you know, on the.
I thought you were gonna do something.
I don't know when. If you cannot leave your artwork here next week, bring it on Saturday. But you have to be there like 8:30, 9:00. Just make sure it's like,
Oh, yeah.
no.
Did you do that already? You got everything. That might be yours. With you? I thought what you said, no, you're saying.
Let's get out of it.
We've got it. Yeah, no, it's all good. I'm going to be there.
I like this.
That very hard.
The other one is.
See what I had?
This big one.
I know.
Try it, not, don't use it as a motion. How about that? Bigger is one. That's a nice book. Why are you showing it? You're giving me an idea. You want me to teach you how to do portraits? I try and do that. You want to do it. I don't know. Explain. And you're showing me. Are you showing me more? Listen to me, if you want to draw like this, the left side.
How big is Brandon?
But do you want to do this today? I'll just get a piece of paper and pencil.
I'm gonna bring extra supplies. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. That's a great way to learn.
Yes, they do. Absolutely. I just want that. Shirley, where's Shirley going? Oh, I'm gonna go home.
Is this allowed?
Leaving?
Doesn't look like it's your own person.
Yes, my
Shirley,
So
come
how
inside.
did you use your?
Okay.
She's over there. You sure she's not leaving the country?
This kind of stuff teaches you too. Doing this kind of stuff is a way to learn too.
She's travels to be around.
Shirley, oh, you have to leave right
You're
now?
leaving too, both of you?
I'm sorry. That's Stacy.
Maria about that.
She kissed me, I'm so sorry.
Where are you going? Did I come with you?
She said she's gonna give me an out.
They're going to the dentist.
Both of you?
Be careful what you wish for.
All
All right, see you soon. Bring your artwork next week for the art show.
Yeah.
Right. Don't forget to label it.
Oh,
Stapler.
Oh,上厕所，你要不要上厕所？
So even with the crummy scissors, you should be able to cut the material better today because it's not that thick, heavy upholstery fabric that I had yesterday that everyone was struggling with. Yes, and now you can.
I'm hanging here. No, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm hanging here.
Let's see. I care.
What, here? Okay. Yes, here, the thread.
It has to be good enough that you can write the name, the title.
It's in my neck here. You know what my title will be? No, why not? Okay. Can I write my title here? Or here? That's the way it should be.
On the white chair.
Very great.
This comes from this.
So, is something that you like?
That's my name. I like this, I like that name. Accidental art.
We are not in an art show. You are now eligible to be card.
For the collaboration.
Oh, that's artist.
Seriously. The other thing's the accidental artist.
What's my name? Yes, next week, yes, great. Wednesday, this class, next week. Then bring your,
Same time on Wednesday.
no, between 10 and 12 next week. For this class.
How long was that class? How long?
Until 12 noon.
What do you mean, my
I missed probably all your previous class.
Oh, yeah.
How many?
We're into the 8th year.
No, silly is good.
Oh.
Silly is
It's been
good.
going on a long time.
I cannot open it. So I next time was
That's good.
So yeah, so it's all seriously.
You like it? So come again.
Thank you.
You love having you.
Does you think silly is good?
Silly is great. Her work, I think, is amusing, don't you think?
Yes, yes.
So silly is good. My name is Liz.
I'm Marina,
Marina, nice to meet you.
and I like that art. So I actually came, I looked at it and I said, oh, it looks very, very
Wonderful,
interesting and modern.
wonderful. She's one of my favorite artists, and
Yes, yes, and I looked at it.
yeah. You wanna look at the book about it?
Yes, please,
I will bring it to you. I'll bring it to you. You can sit down, Marina. I'm bringing it to you. Yes. People at home, Laura reminded me I should put a picture up for you to look at. Forgive me, I'm gonna do that right now.
Amina traveled all over the world too, and she got the MacArthur Genius Grant, or one of her other grants, I forget now. She went to Israel and created this huge raganon about her stay in Israel. What?
Your finger is here. I didn't say that, I said my fan. Okay. This is my thing, there's no name.
But she loved learning about other cultures. Let's see how this looks. I don't know why it, oh, good. Love this image. It's of women working on a quilt together. As many of you know, quilting is a communal activity. And notice the way that the quilt frame is hung from the ceiling. That way everybody can reach into the middle of the quilt. She loved doing pictures of people at everyday tasks, doing everyday things.
So this is traditional African cloth called
Yes,
kente.
cloth, yeah.
Yes,
That's
remember,
right.
we talked about that during Black History Month. Yes,
Very colorful and rich.
yes. I like this arrangement just the way it is.
Yeah, I saw, this is my image.
I like it just the way it is. I mean, your piece can be an abstraction too. If you're struggling with what the picture should be about, it can be an abstraction. So see, you get a sense of how big these things are, right? And look, it continues to the other side. The amount of work. And she does it all by herself, did it all by herself. Yeah. I think that you see, you're making a label into a work of art. I would have used white glue. I think that says that. This is my coat. Yes, collaborate. Say it, collaborate. She gave me ideas, learn. Completely
How
spontaneous.
was the thing you said that you could walk?
She thought she was being silly, and I said, no, silly is good.
Right. No,
Also,
they give them so much time for that, for my meals. Yes, I know.
it's good that she walked on
Yeah, eventually it was good, because she just let me, talks about cats and dogs, I mean, it's like, crazy, man.
sounded crazy and crazier about it.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Sure. Thought.
I was so nervous in the beginning, I couldn't even bear anything, but then it got better and better, and then
I thought the first question, she did not start well.
no, I know, I felt the same way too.
She didn't answer the question.
That was the problem.
Yeah,
She was
but
nervous.
she came,
She was extremely nervous in the beginning, when you were there. I wouldn't have slept for a while. She did extremely well. Just glad. Look at this awesome thing. I guess it makes always find the best. Who knows, what you make today may be what you wanna put in the art show.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, I can understand. Why don't you go to the paper?
Great colors.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
That's like choosing a brand.
Yeah.
Folks at home, you're doing okay?
Well, she said she always went to the Jersey Shore.
We got lots of time to work today.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is what I got from this. Yeah. Maybe test it on Yeah, this yellow would look like this.
We can.
Is it not good? These would work better for you.
At the moment, it's nice. Okay.
Hang glue. You can stitch the paper to the.
Okay. I take the garbage. I make art out of garbage.
Yeah, but then you won't be able to sew. You won't be able to get a needle through it. Yeah, the glue will make it too. So there are different size needles, different kinds of thread. And thread bag. Well, I do have a very bad cold and I'm on antibiotics. Somebody else made an allergy that's kicked in since I've been here. Because the antibiotics seem to have made me better. Finally.
I think it is allergies really good because I'm also feeling like
It's right here, yeah. Something else is affecting me, but thank you for caring. I am on medicine at the moment. whatever I have, I don't, somehow I caught it from somebody else, but it does not seem to be contagious. It's a weird thing. There's no one in my home that's got it, just me. I'm the lucky one.
How are my home artists? We're arting on.
Liz, you create new verbs.
Arting, yes. It's not a word. I made it up.
Working on yesterday's piece.
You're working on yesterday's piece. Cool.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
This one really reminds me of yesterday's artist, remember? Harmony Hammond with like grommet holes. Yeah, this is great. So interesting and such a privilege watching people work. I'm incredibly lucky. What's that interesting noise?
Somebody's phone. That's me, that's my message.
Oh, okay. It doesn't sound like a phone.
No, it's not a phone, it's
Text message.
a phone, on the phone, no?
People make us comment.
Is it a phone? Oh, no.
I'm speechless.
Is it? Did it come from the, on this machine? I'm on mute. You're not on mute.
Yes. You're worried about yours, I understand. You wanna take it home to work on, not that? You're so well. What? Well, then you put NFS. Then you put the price in the end. I would charge for possible work of my own.
see.
I don't wanna know your exact range. Because I frequently do, yeah. I live in Florence, near
Oh, that's a cold bed.
Complimented you. Unlike me. Look at her. I don't see from here anything, so beautiful. That's more fun.
You did a kind of bird also.
Look, this is different from this. This is different from this. Look.
23 years. It's 23 years since I met you.
23? Wow. You've known each other 23 years, when you're that old?
No, that's the I know more.
Me, she knows over 30. Wow. I was just born then.
Problematic for your children, of course.
Would you like this one?
Maybe, I don't know, sleep there, yeah, because I think I have to do something. What kind of move that?
Artists at home, we're working okay? I just dropped my hearing aid. This is why I kept losing them during COVID. Mask, hearing aid, eyeglasses. It's a dangerous combination. Just a reminder, if you're willing to help Laura do a testimonial for this class, those of you who are at home, you can email Laura. Those of you who are here, if you're willing to stay for a few minutes at the end of class. In a half hour, you can step out into the hallway and it'll only take a few minutes, right, Laura?
Maybe we'll do a whole class thing. Everybody can yell out, come see us.
Oh, that's even better. I love that idea.
Yeah, then we're not shy.
Eileen,
What?
shy?
You can surprise me.
Listen to me. Eileen, shy. The two don't compute.
No, I'm telling you, I'm not shy in this class.
I've never seen you. I've seen you in a lot of different settings. Now, I like what you're doing, I'm not sure how you're gonna attach.
I told that already, bro. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just going to do.
And you're gonna have a challenge, which you will solve. That's the beauty of art.
Just make it small. All I can go to page 1.
Love it. Everybody's doing the most incredible stuff there.
You encourage us to be silly. What I call silly.
I'm glad.
And I just.
I used to sing a song to my kindergartners. Boom, boom, ain't it great to be crazy? Boom, boom, ain't it great to be crazy? Silly and foolish all day long. Boom, boom, ain't it great to be crazy? I will.
You hear her song? She said she sang that to her students.
So I should just did.
Yeah.
So you heard me?
Unfortunately,
I don't sing very well. Not my strong. Now, here's something that's easier to attach.
But I want flaws, I want grapes.
Don't do that. Ignore my suggestion completely.
We're gonna try to get together, do some stuff, we like to do You wanna use.
I had a year card. Is this one yours, John, or is this Lynn's?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I've used a couple of them.
Now, what if,
I love these threads. How's Eileen? This is what she wants.
well,
You painted the paper first with the blue, and then you just drop the threads.
That's, okay, I heard that, good.
after I, it goes this way. After I cut the fabric, the threads that came off of it, I put the glue and I just drop the thread on the fabric and let it take its own shape.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So you didn't touch the thread after you put the glue at all? You just let the
Let
thread.
it drop, that's what I did, I'm letting it drop.
Okay, so you haven't put the glue
I
yet.
know, why didn't it, I mean, he just solved my problem.
Okay,
You,
good.
you put the
Then,
glue,
excuse me 1 minute. Then I question why you're playing with the thread at all, because it's not gonna look like that.
When I drop it.
It's not gonna look like
Okay, well, I'm curious how it builds up.
that, except it probably will not look like that. I just wanna prepare you.
I'm prepared for anything.
oh, this,
Okay,
that's
good. No one is fine. Yeah. Bring your heart for our shoulders. Label it. That's what we'll do next week, before we do our art project next week.
I know, but both of us, well, that's a little different.
Yes.
what I was gonna do,
It's not that different, you know what I mean?
I want to go each shade and dark outside.
I would recommend you do a few first before you do all.
Where?
Red. And then if you wanna do all, then do all.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it in, I got it.
And then you might wanna
This one
take
says send it.
very fine.
Okay, that's
fine.
Send it.
I have it. Now. You're gonna laugh at this. I showed Chris in my book, this reminds me of the Wizard of Oz, when the house landed on the Wicked Witch. These are the legs sticking out.
That's good, I like that. One of her legs right there.
Yeah, that's, you know, how
That's
her
her
feet.
foot, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, sure.
This is the third person reading this.
Okay, feel better.
I'll take these ones.
This the same color as this?
I don't know, test it out.
I don't know, I think it's somebody's putting the wrong one on the wrong color.
Rena, do you smell something that's strange?
No, I'm feeling a beef ritual.
I don't know. This lady left, she didn't feel this one. And then,
finished this afternoon.
Work.
Yeah, everybody was up late last night too.
Yeah, they're on the split.
Yeah, I have to. I have to. I don't know if you.
Okay, sorry.
Uhu is a nice.
Alright, have fun.
So I talked to, yesterday, this today, I did, I really remember what we, to her, I was here to look at the copy. She didn't know, Emily didn't know what it was, because
We gotta submit the rest of the
so the fact she wrote to me, so I mentioned it. She's gonna get back to us, but I hope they read the letter from the committee. Well, when it was true, well, we need to know what the things, but we had everything,
Another one.
but,
I'll have to write.
she pretty much thought it was pretty much good to go. It was a question of how much. But,
I know $2,000. She should know.
she didn't bring it up, she didn't bring up a number, anyway. Listen, at the end of the day, the committee was just on some, which is very good. And they also sent thank you letter for this, which was, so,
That's fair.
yeah. And they were talking, oh, I know, the other thing was if they were thinking about, financial community. Which is in October. There's some of the things that they want to know. Something that's been done. More to come on that, so when anybody gets back to us, I guess she'll circle back to us.
As long as I do it. Sound good. Okay. And then we'll
Makes
start.
sense. I just wanted to let you know the committee was going in.
It's, from the end of October till November 4th is. I'd like to do something within that time.
Okay.
But first we gotta have it passed.
Okay. To the 18th.
Frame, I can do it like a shadow box kind of thing. so
Yes.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get nice ones from IKEA for really cheap. You can do it online and they'll deliver it to you. You can get it shipped overnight.
Okay. Because I-
And they're cheap. IKEA frames are nice and
Just from the dreams. Oh, this weekend is. Okay, thank you.
you're well.
Thank you for that.
I will. I'm going to a doctor tomorrow. I already have antibiotics, it'll be fine.
So let's,
Exactly.
no, because last week they said that was your toothpaste and I showed it to my husband. He came up and see this part. So it's just like, it's weird. Cause it's like, he said, it's.
Well,
people think
what
it's
you might
poison.
want to do is emphasize the eye. If you emphasize the eye, then people, this will be more recognizable as a profile. Right now, this is the thing everybody's gonna look at first.
Okay.
It's the strongest shape. This and the hair are the strongest shape in this image. And the profile is lost. So you can emphasize the eye, make it darker, the lashes, the pupil, make it a little darker. Did she not have her mouth showing?
Yeah.
So I would emphasize the eye. If it's important for you.
Yeah, I think this is more fun in the way it just kind of like.
Yeah, it's a beautiful drawing,
It
that's it.
depends on how you.
Yeah.
This one,
This I like very much.
this one.
If I had to choose between the two, that would be my favorite.
Okay,
It's very original and unique.
okay.
But you have to pick the one you like best.
I'm needing to assist one, my husband is second.
Don't,
Don't listen to them.
here, I told you this the very first day of class, every year I say this, don't listen to your relatives about your artwork.
Yes.
In fact, I usually say, don't show your artwork to your relatives. They know nothing. Seriously, unless you're married to an artist like I am, but yeah, partners, children, they're not gonna give you a good opinion of your work. Trust me on that one. Okay. Don't forget to bring the work you've chosen for the art show and please label. Excellent, see you next week.
People are dropping like flies in this class.
What's going on? Should I put my mask on?
It's up to you. I'm gonna go home and sit in the sun, that always makes me feel better. Linda, that lady's name is Linda, I just remembered. Linda,
Which one?
the lady who just left.
She's my co-collaborator. Just created that word. It's double.
Yeah, you don't
Double
need
straight.
to
I know, I created it. It's a new word.
I'm glad you realized what I was about to correct you.
No, I'm an English teacher, come on.
And I bit my tongue. See how kind I can be?
Yes, I know.
Usually, I'm excellent. Look at you're coloring the threads. God bless you.
Well, I decided that, ideas take time.
Yes. You don't have to explain yourself. I love it. It is fabulous. Keep going.
Idea.
Keep
Look at
going.
her, look at her. Someone is always active. Yes.
Doing great. Everyone is doing great. Vegas is telling a story. Judy's is telling a story. Yes, this kind of reminds me, you know, Miko was always doing this kind of landscape. Yes.
Yes. You say you were gonna, you seem to be
Bye, Judy. Not looking at all thousands of your pictures and choosing which one. You have to pick.
You have so many pictures here? No, that's a my show.
Judy, listen to me, Judy. Choose only the ones you like best. And try and narrow it down to your top 3.
Okay.
Don't, if you look at all of those, you're gonna go crazy. You cannot choose from looking at all of them. Look at your favorite. These are your labels coming up. Ordering up as well. I like this. Sure.
Yeah.
Either you need more of the silvers. Or just nice. Yes. Who's gonna make testimony?
So everybody's leaving? She's leaving? She's a
I'm not
coward. She's a coward.
Who's she?
She,
Esty.
Esty.
Don't she me.
She
My father used to
she
say,
must be obeyed.
she. I used to say she about my mother.
Yeah.
My father used to say she, not a she, you know, whatever.
Folks at home, are you contented?
She.
Yes, Robin is giving me a thumbs up. Hooray. Margot is quiet. That means she's working hard. Oops. Susan, are you still there? Not seeing Susan. Maybe Susan had to leave. Oh, Mackie didn't come today.
Look, I think we're gonna be able to use this angle here, and if people want, they can step behind.
Oh, you're setting up for,
And you can get in there too, and you guys can just do a shout out. Join us for the art showcase at the library.
oh, I love this
Festival,
idea.
right? 1, 2, 3. No biggie. These two lovely ladies want to-
she's taking us secretly, she didn't
No,
tell.
I did not do that yet. No.
No.
No, I haven't done it yet. We're all free to choose. Right, Liz? I can turn the camera.
Wait, I'm trying to take my mask off without dropping my hearing aids.
We'll do a video and a photo. First, let me ask, you're free, but I'm looking at, are you interested in being in the shot or do a shout out? They can't hear me. Are you interested in saying, come to the art show? And Liz will join us and if Daniel wants to, or Sally. Thank you. Wonderful. Only if you want.
Will it help if I'm with you, ladies?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll be right behind you.
That'd be great.
Do it on the count of 3.
And Eileen, if you don't wanna be in it, I'm sure you do. Amy, you willing to jump in with us? You wanna say something to us? Anybody else? Sally, will you wanna join in on us? Sal? You wanna join in on the
Come
show?
on, Sally.
She said no.
Sally,
She should know, it's okay, Sally. No pressure. All right, so Aileen, I think what do we wanna say? Let's practice. You wanna say, join us for our art show, Art with Liz, art showcase at the Library Festival?
On September 21st.
in unison?
Let's practice. Yeah,
You'll be the leader.
She's the leader.
no,
Why don't we just say, join us on September 21st for the Art
Is this
with
a
Liz.
promotion for the festival or for the class?
For the festival.
So at the festival will be the art showcase, so please join us. Now let's think it through. We want them to see your art.
See you are.
See your art, we're gonna come and see your art, but we want to invite them to the festival where they can see your art showcased. So, please, well, that's what I'm trying to rewrite it here, so you're saying, Liz, what you
Come
thought?
join us on September 21st at the Hoboken Library
Festival,
Festival for the Arts.
Okay.
We should all
All right,
practice
not
in
Festival for
unison.
the Arts, it's a Hoboken Library
No.
Festival. And we have to be able to say we're to showcase, the artists here. Come visit our tent.
We could write something on paper that we could all look at. This is getting complicated.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Why don't you
honestly,
all go back to work?
No, wait, don't leave. Hold on.
All right,
Because
so
we're not gonna get this moment again.
Oh.
If you leave, come join us at the Hoboken Library Festival to see our art.
honestly, only one person should say it.
That's
Because if we say,
I guess you should say it.
yeah, because if we say it on
Liz,
unison, then
Liz
that's
will
will
say
not
that,
be.
and
yeah,
you
it's
say
too
come
many
join
words.
us.
And they'll-
Daniel's right, it's too many
Yeah,
words.
All right, so what do you
That's
wanna
all
say?
it is.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's too many words and the message will
That's
travel
too many
too many.
Okay.
11 and choose 3 o'clock.
Correct.
Okay, Liz, so.
Oh, I misspoke.
Yes, why not?
And then
Unless
you
you want
can
to,
say,
right?
all say come join us.
At the
You
end.
mean, yeah.
Perfect.
And John.
And that's
Okay,
John, you don't wanna
So
join us?
I'm okay.
interview.
okay.
That's right.
On the count of 3, Liz, you're gonna say it, right?
What is it called? The Hoboken
It's the Hoboken
Library?
Library Festival, Hoboken Library Festival, Saturday, September 21st, from 11 to 3. You just say, and we can always put the date and time in the thread on IG. So you don't just, come join for the festival. We'll practice. Ready? We'll just, on the count of 3, let's do our first shot. 1.
Today.
Sorry.
Posing.
Why not?
Okay, hold on 1 second, guys.
Now I need to go home.
No. Please don't go.
It's the sneaking out.
Okay, ready? All right, those of you who are here, get in the shot, let's go back where you were. Okay, that's fine.
You don't wanna be near me.
All right, Eileen, everybody hit me.
Because you take all the air in the room.
On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Come join us on September 21st for the Hoboken Library Art Festival. Come see the art from Art with Liz art class. See the artwork of these terrific artists.
Okay, let's play that back.
I said art too many times.
Yeah.
How many times Liz? You should say Liz many times.
How many times can you say the
The
word
name
art?
is
Yeah.
Yeah, we said art a
Liz.
lot.
And I'm an Eddie.
Oh, come see the art from Art with Liz art class. These terrific artists.
All right, so, no, basically, please join us at the Hoboken Library Festival and come see the art showcase. Art with Liz.
I'll be there.
Let's practice, but you got, okay, on the count of 3, and then,
Actually, how about this? Liz, why don't you go write a piece of paper or what you're gonna say, try to memorize it, and then we can try
We
again.
have no time for
I'll be
that.
better. I'll be better.
No, that's
Ready?
I do that.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody,
Yes, I'm
don't
doing
forget
it.
to look at the camera, okay?
Oh, sorry.
Okay?
Try again.
On the count of 3, just be yourself, there you go, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come and join us on September 21st for the Hoboken Library Art Festival. We're showcasing the artwork of the students of Art with Liz.
So it's the Hoboken Public Library Festival,
Hoboken Public Library Festival.
for the Hoboken Library
Hoboken
Festival.
Public Library Festival. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
I'm with that.
Read. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, come join us on September 21st for the Hoboken Library Festival. We are showcasing the art of these fabulous art students of the Art with Liz class.
Fantastic, you got it, yay! Good job, good
I
job.
said the word art too many
Thank you, it
times.
doesn't
Brianna,
matter,
but it was
we got
better.
we got an art on.
Three times. I counted.
Now?
No, we don't need to see it, trust me. Okay, guys at home, I'm sorry for that. We were trying to film the PR. Oh, my goodness.
The public library, Hoboken Public Library, under that? I'll let you know.
What time is it? We have a few more minutes till cleanup. I don't think, did we share last week? I don't think so. So we're gonna share this week. People here in the library will get to share first. Oh, while I have the mask off, I should have had a drink of water. Someone needs to design a mask for hearing challenged people who have to wear hearing aids. They will make a fortune. Because every time you take the mask off, the hearing aids fall out. Laura, did you take any pictures, Ally?
Yeah, I just did good.
Okay, good, thank you.
Yes. Some nice shots. If anybody wants to share.
Now you're dipping them instead of doing the whole background with the glue?
Yes,
Is it easier?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Hey Liz, I sent Ally your statements,
Oh, okay.
so that'll be nice, Coco, and you'll use that.
And we're doing a flyer.
And we can, I can send that out this week, but you can share
Yeah. So the library is creating a flyer. I'm going to send it to all of you, and I'm asking everyone to promote it. Put it on your Instagram, Facebook, email it to everyone you know, friends and family. Let's get a great turnout at this art show. You can't sell your artwork if you don't tell people you're in an art show. That's the number one rule of PR.
You get several hundred people to the festival.
Laura said we're going to get several hundred people to this festival. We could double that. If
The festival, yeah, but the art showcase is the first time.
right, this is the inaugural art showcase.
Oh, we didn't. The year before.
COVID, we haven't had a library festival in a few years because of COVID.
We had one last year,
Oh, we did?
yeah.
What is it called again, the general name?
Hoboken Library Festival.
What did you do last year?
Hoboken Library Festival.
What did you feature?
Authors,
Okay,
partners, we had things for the kids,
okay.
we had games for the kids, we had for the teenagers, we had local authors. The Friends have a book sale where they sell books to raise money for the
Yes.
library.
The library, one year during the Art and Music Festival, the library sponsored the students from this class to have a table where we sold art. Margot participated in that.
What did Pat, with Dina?
Yeah, there were a bunch of people. Shirley, Mika, Tim.
Oh, Tim, yeah, it was Tim, not Bill.
Before my time? Yeah, before my time?
I think it might have been before your time, Eileen. Yes.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. No, I actually feel better with my mask off. Folks here, is that all right with you? Or do you want me to put my mask back on? I don't want to make anybody sick. I better put it back on. This might be the one you put in the intro. Both of you. I like these.
Really? How come you get?
You have time to, you can bring stuff up. If you have not finished these works today, you can take some of the materials from here and finish it home.
Okay. Sure, absolutely.
Well, if you want to share though, you have to, if you don't want to share with other people or not.
I'm just me.
All right, here we go, big test.
No, I don't know what to do. What to do.
We're gonna talk together.
No, but maybe they can.
If you're willing, I can give them the phone number.
Maybe email is better.
Will you have Wi-Fi?
Sure.
What about phone, can I text?
Yeah.
I'll try and text. If you get back to me, I'll try to.
No, actually,
Time, I don't know if I'm gonna.
no, I just have to, no, because I'm coming back.
Oh, that day.
So this will be.
Yeah, the other thing.
It'll be difficult, I mean,
No, let me think. If I give my
if you're
email.
willing for me to share your phone number, so they can contact you when you return home, that's the only thing you can do. I mean, I can tell people next week too, but those of you who cannot attend the art show, if you wanna create a resume or leave a business card so that people interested in your work can contact you directly about sales. You can do that, but I'm
Ring
not
the
gonna
bell
do
on
transactions.
Oh, my God.
I would not write your phone number, I mean, no, do not do that.
Always check the color, because you match the outside.
You could, here's what I would do.
Sometimes I found it,
As
you put the wrong
I
camera
would
on,
write
wrong color.
price under west, and then there.
That's
the
the price here.
Price.
Blue? If I.
I have a number, they could
Maybe I should put that.
Yeah, but you're not sure, so I'm gonna put it in the folder, and I'll be there.
Here.
We'll meet in a minute.
You want to use that?
Somebody can.
This also, you don't have to, can take it back.
Oh, you got five, oh, yeah, we'll be done around that time.
Yeah, don't write your phone number.
She's not
So
ready.
public.
I got you.
It may not be.
We'll put it in.
Don't put it on your work.
Yeah, she got it on, we have it on the side.
Something you should never do is write your name,
Yes,
your personal information on your artwork. It's wonderful. So it's 2 minutes till sharing time. Do you want to share or do you want to keep working?
Keep working. I don't know, do the people at home want to show?
I will ask them, yeah. Daniel, you're always the first person who wants to share. You want to keep working or do you want to share?
I'm seeing, I'm carried away.
So it seems like people here want to keep working. Let me ask folks at home. Folks at home, do you want to keep working or do you want to share? Most everyone here wants to keep working.
Yeah, keep working. I can't lift mine. It's not glued down.
Yeah, maybe keeping working and have Friday for today.
Okay, Robin, you want to keep working?
I could share. I don't mind. It's just something that's
Why don't you, oh, you're going to share. Okay. Wow.
I didn't have canvas, but I had fabric and ribbons and stuff, so it's not finished.
Wait up.
You see?
Are you stitching?
No, I'm gluing
Wow.
different fabrics and ribbons and stuff. And
Are you almost done or are you?
I'm almost done, but I want to see what I just put on the gold, and I want to see what happens.
Now, those of you who want to share this kind of work, what you might want to consider is creating some kind of loop on top so that when we hang it, we can clip it from the loop. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Or attach the top to a dowel stick
Uh-huh.
and then put a loop on the stick.
Okay. I was
And we
thinking of framing it if I like it enough when I finish. But the dowel idea is good.
You could frame it, but when you do a fabric piece like this, it's so nice to see it hanging loose.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Good.
saying?
Yes, I
So
do.
you could attach it to a dowel stick and then wire it from the stick or use yarn. And then we could clip it to the display unit so that it hangs loose,
Okay.
kind of like you would hang a quilt.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Very, very nice.
Thank you. This happened. Ah.
It worked. I mean, don't get the glue in your eye, please. Look at this. You see? So this kind of thing, you can clip it. Oh, it's gonna be hard to hang. There's a way you could cut cardboard. You could cut a strip of cardboard and you could cut 2 strips. You could glue here and here, and then you could clip it. You know, just let a little bit of cardboard extend from the tops, and then you could clip. I get what I'm saying, right? So it would be like this. And you could clip it from here. You could even leave it like this, or you could cut a long strip. Long strips, one for each side, and attach them from the back. Or you could frame it in a shadow box.
Liz,
Yes, ma'am.
what do you notice about the colors?
You're right.
What else?
They're all the secondary colors, these two prime, and all the primaries.
You got it. I don't know how that looks visually, but that's what I.
It looks very cool. Now, what's next?
Well, I mean, it's not, I don't know. This background, but
Well, I think I can
the
show
blue, I don't, listen, I'm trying to smooth it out.
Blue will be invisible when it
When it
dries.
dries, oh, good, that's good to know.
Let's, I'm ready to show you.
Come on over to this screen.
So Daniel is going to share his work.
Wow.
Oh, great.
Oh, boy, who's that? Mr. Magoo? No, who's that?
Wow, nice.
It's
Great.
very much like what Amina Brendolin Robinson would do, right? Is it a particular person in your life?
No.
Or is the picture telling a story about this person?
Not exactly.
Is there anything you want to tell us about this person?
Well, yeah, you always kind of pressure us to try to find our roots or something like that. But I don't have roots because I'm a city boy. But I just give my best. I just tried my best, but find roots from what was it, my city and all that stuff, which is usually near a river, usually just like that. It's a city, of course, where how can I say, some areas with green parks. But honestly, how can you find roots when you're just a city boy?
Your roots are in the city.
Well, yeah.
It's
All right. Well, I love it. I'm so sorry you're feeling pressure. You don't have to do what I recommend. There are always
Honestly-
suggestions. Daniel.
Honestly, it's a good challenge, I'll say.
Okay, go.
Although, and that's technically the thing that it's not exactly kind of like a pressure, but I just kind of like a challenge.
Okay. I love his color choices, don't you? Love, love, love his color choices. I do have one recommendation. I think you need a little more glue. It does not appear to be sticking thoroughly. But other than that, it's well made.
Thanks.
Well done. All right. It is time here to clean up. Those of you at home, obviously, you can work for as long as you like. A reminder that if you can get here in person next week, it is going to be our drop-off day for the art show. And next week is our double class. There will be a class from 10 to 12 and also from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. So you have 2 chances to drop your artwork off. The library will be storing our work for us until the art show, which is next Saturday, September 21st. And I hope to have you all participate. You have all signed up. Please don't change your mind at the last minute. Your work is marvelous, marvelous, and deserves to be seen and shown. You will get wonderful feedback from people coming to this art showcase. Thank you to the Hoboken Public Library for allowing us to exhibit our work. Exhibiting our work is an important part of the process. It's been a pleasure working with everyone today. I hope you learn more about Amina Brendolin Robinson. She had an extraordinary life. She did an amazing body of work. She was really prolific. And if you get a chance to visit Columbus, Ohio, and visit her home, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And we'll have an enjoyable visit. All right, any last minute thoughts or questions about today's class?
If it doesn't work,
No.
you forget.
It's a little bit early, but I think I'm gonna say goodbye to folks and help people clean up here. It's been a bit of a mess. So I will see you all next week. If you have any questions or if you want to share JPEGs, please do email me and we can discuss online. Take care. Have a great week and weekend,
Feel better,
everyone. See you
Liz.
soon.
Feel better
Better.
next week. Feel better. It's Robin.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I am already on antibiotics. I'm on the mend. So thanks so much. Just seems to have gotten a little bit worse here. I'm not sure why, but thank you. All right, take care. Bye-bye, everyone. Daniel, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the small emotional question. Sometimes when you do a work of art and you sell it, then you get kind of like that heartbreaking feeling that you're gonna, part from your artwork and all this stuff.
It's like giving up a baby.
Yeah, how do you get over that?
You get used to it. The more you sell, the easier it becomes.
Yeah, that is something that I usually hesitate also when I'm trying to sell stuff.
You don't have to sell your work.
No, I must do it because or else how can I expand?
Okay.
I have to.
You sell your work, you can make more. That's what, that should make you feel good.
Yeah,
We make room for more.
thank you.
You want to do dinner before you go? I'm actually free Friday night. if you want. Oh, well, I guess we can't do it.
Bye, Liz.
Bye, Daniel. See you next week.
I didn't intend to do that, it just turned out that way.
I feel sick also,
See, this is Texas,
and I'm flying soon.
this is California. Yeah, Maine right there.
They felt sick.
I didn't start out, I was just dropping these things.
I hope it's not me. I hope I'm not the
But thank you, good luck.
Have a wonderful time. You know what, maybe you should go get antibiotics before you leave, just in case.
What you want to do.
No?
No, let's do your testimony tomorrow. Okay, no, I can't. Oh, you mean at the thing, yeah. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Look at this. While I'm doing my art in this class.
Sally, you got stuff all over the floor, Miss Thing.
Yes, just the floor. I've never done
Okay.
before.
How cool is that? Hold it up again, please. Hold it up. Let me see it. Love it.
This class is beautiful.
It's so pretty.
Just
You dropped a bead.
I'm
I'm not gonna pick it up for you because I don't wanna get my germs on it.
Oh, you,
So I come back home, go back home to finish that.
I love it.
Do
I love it. It's beautiful, Judy.
So especially.
Already done. I already said goodbye and I left the meeting.
Let me ask you. Okay, well, I started out just dropping, right, just dropping. But eventually I saw something, I recognized